Hello, it's Chris again here. Welcome to module number 4, video number 4 of A Web Business Explained, step by step. Now we're at the stage where we are just about to configure and set up this confirmation email that I was just talking about in the last video. Just before I do this though and show you how to do this, I thought I'd just take a second here to properly explain to you what the confirmation email actually is, because as I touched on in the last video, this does confuse quite a lot of newcomers, and it did confuse me when I started as well. So let's go through exactly what your autoresponder does. Let's remind ourselves about this. Your autoresponder, I often call them your secret weapon, because it looks after your list. When somebody signs up to your list, you don't need to worry about looking after them at all. It automatically, or rather your sign-ups get automatically looked after by your autoresponder, and that means that you can pre-create messages that you will write whenever you want, and those messages will get sent out at sequential time periods that you can determine to people that have signed up to your list. You can also send what are known as broadcasts, and that means one-off messages to all your list at any time. So if you want to have a new product that you want to promote, you can send a broadcast and everybody will get that message. So what happens is people sign up to your list, and once they are in Aweber, you, as I say, you will create these messages, and these messages will get sent out whenever you want. The first message always gets sent out immediately, and then you can determine when message number 2 gets sent out. Often that's a day later. And then message number 3, you might decide you want to send that 2 days later, and so on and so on. Message number 4, you might decide you want to send that 4 days later, etc., etc. Now, you would think, wouldn't you, that message number 1 obviously would be the first message that Aweber send out to somebody that signs up to your list. That makes sense, doesn't it? That's kind of the obvious thing to say. Well, actually, you'd be wrong. That is not the case. Message number 1 is not the first message that Aweber sends out to somebody that signed up to your list, and this is where the confusion arises for a lot of people. Before any of this happens, before any of your messages whatsoever can get sent out, including message number 1, a confirmation email will get sent to somebody that signed up to your list. So let's just look at that. Before your first message is sent, somebody's come to your site now, they've signed up, but before they get your first message saying, "Hi, welcome, my name is Chris, thanks for signing up," before they get that message, Aweber kind of jump in straight away, and they will send the person that's signed up to your list a confirmation email. I'm sure you've seen this yourself. It looks something like this. In your inbox, in your email inbox, you'll have something that says something like, "Response required, please confirm your request for information." And what happens is you go to your inbox and you see this email, and you click on the email, and in that email is a link saying, "Can you please confirm that you did sign up to this list, or that you did request the free gift that you just signed up for?" Now you might be thinking, and quite understandably, hang on, why do I even need to confirm in the first place? If somebody signed up to my list, of course they want the information. Well, actually, believe it or not, that is not necessarily the case, because somebody, for example, could put somebody else's email address in just for fun, and therefore that email address, the person that owns it, doesn't even know that they've signed up to a list. So having the confirmation email will prevent you being accused of sending out spam, and it also has another nice benefit. It increases your what's known as your deliverability. The fact that when eventually you send lots of emails, if you have confirmed with everybody on your list first, the percentage of your emails that get delivered is even higher. And Aweber has something incredible, something like 98.7% deliverability. It's not easy to say, is it? So you want to keep the confirmation email on. It is optional, I should tell you. You can turn it off if you like, and you might want to experiment with turning it on and off. I have, but I have found that I get a better response from my list if I do have the confirmation email on. So therefore, I want you to do that as well. So let's go back to Aweber in the next video, and let's make sure that the confirmation email is on, and let's actually see how the confirmation email actually looks, and we can configure it and personalize it to make it read a bit nicer as well. So let's do that in the next video.